What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel, For Collectors, a channel that's for collectors like you. I'm Theo, and I am honored to be hosting today. Today, I have a young up-and-coming dealer that's really making a big name for himself in the community. He's the people's dealer. It's none other than Matt from Providence.
Welcome to For Collectors.
All right, Matt, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming, man.
Oh man, thanks for having me. I'm really excited.
How do you like that, the people's dealer? Are you going to use
Dude,
that?
you said that, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty good. That might have to go on the next big blue sign at the card shows.
Okay, all right. I want
I
to.
have,
Okay.
right now, I have New England's premier vintage dealer, something like that. But yeah, maybe we'll have to add that in the people's dealer. I love that.
Well, you're located in Rhode Island, right?
I'm in Massachusetts. Originally I'm a Rhode Islander, but I'm in Mass now. My wife dragged me to the to the nice area.
Is it like the same as when somebody says they live in New York but they live in New Jersey? Is it equivalent to that?
I don't think it's like that. So I'm from Rhode Island,
Yeah.
and I'm from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I know at least our people, our world, we know the Paw Sox, but most people don't. So I just went with Providence. I work in Providence. This kind of, some people knew me. So when I came into the hobby, I used to go to the card vault guys for grading when I first came in, 5 years ago, post COVID. And they knew I worked in Providence. So I went for an order to pick up a graded order. And they said, "Oh, it's Matt from Providence." And I was like, "That's it. That is it." And people like it. It's good. It's fine. Whatever. I want my name involved, so I did whatever.
Yeah, I think it is. It's definitely catchy. I obviously, you're the only person I know that was from Rhode Island. I don't know anybody else from Rhode Island. So
Oh, I know. It's a very small
state. Yeah. So today the concept is I'm going to ask Matt 10 hobby related questions. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this episode. But before we do, it's Thanksgiving, and I want to wish everybody out there a happy Thanksgiving. You might be watching this on Black Friday and not on Thanksgiving, but happy Thanksgiving. And before we ask 10 hobby questions, I need to hear from Matt. What's the best Thanksgiving food and what's the worst Thanksgiving food?
Ooh, cranberry sauce out of a can. No fresh cranberry sauce allowed. No, that's not cranberry sauce.
Wait,
cranberry sauce out of a can
is the best?
The best.
That was going to be my worst.
No, cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce out of the can is the only cranberry sauce, and that's it. And it has to be there. My mother-in-law gets the cranberry sauce out of a can just for me. And worst cranberry sauce not in a can. Done. Easy enough.
Okay, so my best is deep fried turkey.
I've never had it.
Oh, it's so good, so good. So deep fried turkey, the best. My worst was cranberry sauce out of a can.
Oh my God. Just pop that can. I'll slice it up. Oh my God, so good. So
people
good.
in the comments need to check in on this one.
Oh, it goes good with the turkey. Goes good with the potatoes. It just goes. Oh, it's so good.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Let's.
No surprise, you're way off on this one.
No. Oh wait, look. I always notice you bring a cup to whenever you're on with Jake. I brought a mug for you. This is just like we're on like the Kelly Ripa show, drinking our coffee in the morning.
Mine really always is coffee. Like, I'm always drinking coffee. The hours I keep are awful between the night job and the 4-year-old boy. But yeah, I need to get a Matt from Providence cup for sure. But
you should.
Yeah.
The reason why I have a Nutcracker cup is my wife collects Nutcrackers, so that's
cool.
where that came from.
There you go.
Yeah. So, all right. These are, like I said, I'm excited about these questions. The first question is actually, I find it so interesting how dealers become dealers. So it's kind of basically, what's your origin story of becoming a car dealer?
Yeah, so I think I've told this story a few times on podcasts. And I hope people aren't sick of it. I think it's a pretty good story. But so COVID comes at the backside of COVID. My cousin, they get pregnant. He tells me he's having a boy. He tells me, dude, I think I'm getting into sports cards. Everybody's getting back into sports cards, and the boy's coming. And just 2 months later, we get pregnant. We're having a boy. And I'm like, dude, I think I'm getting back into sports cards. And I'm an all in or nothing guy. I have a very addictive personality. I drink coffee all day, but yeah. So within 6 months, I was a dealer,
Wow.
and
How do you?
we're 4 or 5 years in. Here I am on these podcasts. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was it. I love cards.
I think a lot of guys who collect like really think it's interesting to be a dealer because it helps you get funds to collect, right? So
Yeah.
I think the hard part for people though is they're just scared to like where do you start? You know what I mean?
Sure.
Did you find some collections and buy some collections, or how did you start?
So I just started buying some cards to collect at first. The first 6 months I was just buying some cards, and I
Yeah.
was always, I'm a good talker. And I'm, a decent negotiator at the time. So I was trying to get good deals, and then, all right, these kids were flipping stuff, and I was like, oh, I'll try that, and like, that didn't really work that great with vintage. And I'm gonna try to be a dealer, and so I went around and I would just try to buy 2 or 3 cards at a time, try to get them 15% under comp, something like that, and just get nice cards and try to flip them and put them in showcases, and then it's exponential after that, especially if you know what you're doing, you know how the numbers work. That's all.
Well, that's pretty cool. So question number two is on a similar vein. It's actually, how do you decide what cards to keep in your PC? Is there like, is there like, is there like, you sat down with your wife and you need to bring in so much profit a month, or is there any type of financial
No,
thought at all?
no, no, absolutely not. So what's PC? So like Jake knows, I don't know if you watched the last show, but I
Yes.
just really purged the PC. I've done that twice in the last few months. First, I did a SGC purge where I got rid of low end SGC. I've talked about why. We all know why. My thoughts are a couple years, they're gone. And those 50s and 60s cards, there's a lot of that stuff, and I just worried about the low grade SGC. So I moved a lot of that stuff, or at least put it into showcases. And then just now, again, I made another purge, and I just got rid of all the 60s. Again, just a lot of that stuff. And because I went all in, and I'm an all in so fast guy, I had so much stuff. I mean, I put together a lifetime collection in 5 years.
Wow.
So and this stuff's going to keep coming in, and options are going to be there. So like, I just can't keep everything. I'll tell you a quick story that just happened this past weekend at the card show, the Northeast Expo.
Okay.
I got a person walked up to me with a postcard autograph 1915 of Francis We Met. And if you know that name, if you don't know that name, that's the movie, The Greatest Game Ever Played with Shia LaBeouf. It's a golf movie.
Okay.
So this young man wins the 1913 U.S. Open. It's quite a story. Anyways, he wins the Open. He's a caddy, this, that, the other. He goes on to win the U.S. Open 3 times, the USAM 2 or 3 times. Quite a story. Anyways, postcard. On the back of the postcard, he wrote it out. He signed it. He mailed it out of Boston. He was a Boston guy. Mailed it out of Boston in 1915.
Wow.
This piece is and the postcard is a golf postcard. It's a very special piece.
Wow.
So I bought it. Couldn't find much info on it. Obviously, guys reach out to me all the time. This guy collects golf. This guy collects boxing. This guy collects that. So my golf guy, I messaged him right away on Instagram. He was at the show, came right over. I sold it to him. And now everyone that knows anything about it's like, you shouldn't have sold that. And what I just keep saying is, this is going to keep happening. I can't keep everything. And it might be a huge mistake. It might be. But whatever. Like, I can't keep everything. So I just sold it. What are you going to do? But yeah, that's it. That's the point, is I can't keep everything. I want to keep everything. Everything's so cool. But
sometimes you talk to Jake about, like, you a lot of times you have 2 of the same card, and you obviously keep one of them, and a lot of times it seems like you end up keeping the lower grade. Is it an eye appeal?
Usually it'll be eye appeal. I'm sorry to interrupt because I can just cut to it. It's eye appeal, right? And cost basis based on eye appeal. So you put those two together, and these cards that far apart? Okay, no, give me the eye appeal card, whatever. And then sometimes if I still can't decide, so I had an E90 Joss. Here it is. Because it's going to come up later. So I had this E90 Joss trim. This thing is a stunner. It's a stunner. So then I had a 4, which looked like a 2.5, if I'm honest. It's beat on the corner. It just wasn't a strong SGC 4. But I let the public decide. I put both in the showcase. The 4 went. I couldn't decide. The 4 went. Here's mine. So whatever. I like both cards. I like so many cards. What are you going to do?
Well, that is cool. I think one thing that doesn't get talked about enough, and I've heard some people talk about it, Greg, people that talked about it, is sometimes you look at a card and it went up in price, and you go, okay, I bought this card for 500. It's now at 2,000. Would I buy this card today at 2,000? A lot of people don't do that thought process. Like I appreciate the thought process of I can have the authentic plus 1,000. And I'm just making up numbers here, but the authentic plus 1,000, or I could have the 4 and or the 4 by itself. And I think that's an interesting concept of thought process.
I'll tell you another one. As a dealer, I heard an older dealer gave me this line about selling cards instead of selling cards as a dealer. If you're not a buyer at the number they offer, you're probably a seller, right? So if it's $200 card, right, and the guy offers 170, most dealers on a buyer wouldn't buy that card at 170 if they can only sell it for 200. But but maybe I should sell it for 170 because I'm not a buyer there either. So
Right.
I'm not a holder. I don't know. So it's a good line, and I think I use that a lot. And like, yeah, go ahead, man, get a good deal, and I wouldn't buy it here. So you're the buyer. Go ahead.
Nice. Okay. Question number three. Tell me a great card show story. So this is a great question for you because you're at card shows all the time. So you got a good one.
I don't know that I had to have like this one story that sticks out above the rest. Like I love going to card shows. There's some stinkers, of course, but there's some good. I don't know that I have a good story. I'm sorry I didn't have a good answer for this one. But yeah, like Shriners was great this year when Jake and Dan hung, and like there's no story. We bought the same E94. What are the chances that there's 2 speakers in the room and we both buy them? But yeah, nothing like, oh my God, it's a good time, especially when the guy sang.
Yeah, why don't you do this then? Tell me, since you're at so many shows, tell people your top 2 shows in your area. Like you need to go to this show and this show. What's your top 2 shows in your area?
So I'm gonna leave the Shriners out just because that's the regional show and like not yes.
Not really fair.
But locally, so I have 2 promoters that I really deal with a lot, and they're great guys. They have two really good shows, two show promotions that are really strong. The Flippin' Card Show out of Woburn, Mass. So it's a modern show. There's some pokey. There's sports. I'm generally the only vintage dealer, but that show is booming. It is booming. You wouldn't believe how many people go into the show. I can't believe it. And out of nowhere too. Like the show just started a few years ago. And it's probably the best show in New England monthly. And then Cardboard Promotions, they run out of Dedham and Mansfield, and then he has a couple of mall shows, and those shows are just always busy. I don't do the mall shows because they're a weird time. They start at like 11 and go to 7 p.m. and I'm not a nighttime dealer. I'm going over this. Cards are in the morning. So I don't do the mall shows, but I went and checked it out last week. Booming. The busiest day at the mall is when the cards are there.
Yeah, we have a mall show in Washington, Pennsylvania, and it's probably 60% Pokemon, but it has so many tables. Like Garrett's set up there a lot. If you know Garrett, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think what I've seen from mall shows actually is the price of entry is so cheap, and the amount of space
for us.
They have so much space. So like if you're like an awesome dealer, you could take up 5 tables and be awesome. But if you're a small dealer, you can get in there for cheap.
Right. So you never know what a small dealer is going to walk in with, what he picked up at a yard sale, at anything, an attic find. You never know. The more dealers you get in, the better. And I'm a 4-table guy. Selfishly, I'm a 4-table because I have so much stuff. But get me as many dealers in as you can, and as many new dealers in as you can. It's good for the show. Keep it fresh. Yeah, mall shows, you can find some real good hidden gems.
Okay. So question number 4, Matt. What's the most meaningful card in your collection? This is really interesting to me. I can't wait for you.
I don't have a single card that sticks out above the rest. I have a piece that sticks out. My grandfather was a World War II vet in the Navy. I was very close to him. He meant a lot to me. Passed away just a couple of years ago at 95. And this rectangle card cube sat in his bedroom for my entire childhood. And I wanted to open this thing. It's still sealed. And I wanted this thing my entire childhood. And I went to go visit him a few years ago, 92, 93. And he was 92, 93. And he gave this to me. He knew all those years that I wanted it. And he knew he was getting older. He'd always planned to give it to me, but he just, he felt like it was a final thing when he finally would give this to me. So he didn't want to give it to me. So this is my most meaningful card.
That is
I'll never open this. I'm going to give this to Jackson, my son. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for asking that question, by the way.
Yeah, that's awesome. Man.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever told that story. A few people in my family know, but yeah,
Good.
my grandfather was very important to me. I'm a history buff. I know a lot of vintage baseball card guys are, and you're gonna ask me like my favorite player to collect and all that. But a meaningful card I grabbed was my Williams rookie card. Again, World War II vet, Korea vet, timepiece for me. So yeah, obviously local legend. So those two, I put those two together. But yeah, thanks for asking me that question.
Great answer, man. All right, so number 5. Show me a card that reminds you of your childhood.
Yeah, I just got this card, and I just talked to him about Jake on my show. This card, the Giants across the chest of Mel out here, the 33. Judge C. Miller. So the Giants across the chest in red. It looks like the same uniform that the Doc wore in Field of Dreams when he comes as a young man, and he has the Giants uni on with the red Giants across, and he even yells across Mel. And this just reminds me of that movie. And that movie, for me, Have a Catch Dad, that's a real tearjerker for me. My father and I played catch every day. So
that's
this
cool.
card, I've been looking for a deal on this card. I knew I'd get it eventually, and I'm so glad I do.
That is cool. Yeah, I remember going down to, we had a baseball field next to our house, and my dad had a bucket of balls, and I would go in there, and he would just throw the bucket. I would hit as many balls as I can. We'd fill it up, hit more balls, but that is really cool memory, man.
The worst is when they go get him. Oh, I remember that. Go get him. Oh.
Well, now that I'm a dad, I'm yeah, you get
go get him.
Oh man! All right, question number 6. Best story about meeting an athlete.
You'll like this one.
Okay.
So I don't remember, the years are gonna escape me, but I went to Canton for the Football Hall of Fame induction ceremony of Joe Montana. My uncle was a very big San Fran Montana fan, so he gets in. We're gonna go, and my memory might be off on this, but I think that year, or they do this every year, but as a child, I thought there was a gathering, a reunion of all the Hall of Famers. They were all on stage. Now, this might be every year, I don't know, but they were all there. So they said that everybody was there except for Bradshaw because he had a bad relationship with the Hall at the time. OJ wasn't there, surprisingly enough. But yeah, and so, the guys are leaving. And so as a kid, you run around, meet this guy, meet that guy, autograph this, autograph that. And I ran over and I met Mean Joe Green.
Oh.
Okay. And so I think I was 12 at the time. And so no autograph or anything like that. I wasn't doing autograph. I was just running around trying to meet people. And I shook his hand. And I just remembered, I always tell that whenever I tell the story is, now I was a big 12-year-old, don't get me wrong, but still 12. Mean Joe Green, like you don't shake his hand. He just envelopes your hand. And he shakes you. And that was it. And that was it. I just, hey. And I just ran back to my father and my uncle. I'm like, I just shook Mean Joe Green's hand. He took my hand. I couldn't find my hand. But yeah, huge guy, really nice to me. I met Namath came out right after that. He was trashed. And that was it. I just met those two guys quick. And then I think you have an autograph question you're going to ask me, and this is going to mess it up, but it's from the same place.
Okay.
So the same day, we're doing the fan experience. We're walking around here, walking around there. And then there's the Hall of Fame game that weekend. So San Francisco's practicing, but the fence is they have a canopy covering the fence. You can't see practice, right?
Okay.
But there's a ball wedged on the fence and it's half in, half out. My father's like, grab the ball. So he pulled the fence up, grab the ball. All right. I think time has passed. They can't get us for this. So he grabbed the ball. So then I'm walking around. I got the ball, and I see Jim Otto, 00, is doing autographs. And again, I'm 12, and I'm a dumb 12-year-old. And I just hand him the book. Will you sign this? And he signs it, Jim Otto, 00, number 00, HOF. And he says, tell your father he owes me a quarter. And my father's nowhere to be found. They're off somewhere else. Tell your father he owes me a quarter. What? It's like one of my father. I got Jim Otto. Now it's Hall of the balls. It's a Hall of Fame game. All the practice balls, Hall of Fame balls, whole bit. I got Jim Otto to sign this ball. Dad, he said you owe him a quarter. And my father's like, a quarter? And my uncle goes, he means $25. The guy's charging $25 for an autograph. He's telling you owe him $25. I said, I think he's just joking, though. He's just joking. He goes, my uncle understood what was going on. He was being nice to me. That's all. He was being nice to me. But yeah, so we robbed the football, and then Jim Otto signed it for nothing. That's my best autograph story.
That is cool.
Yeah.
When you were talking about the Joe Green story, I had to think about the Coca-Cola commercial, and I was thinking, and Matt was drinking a Coke, and he threw
I wish. So I grabbed this card this morning, and I said, I'm putting together these questions Theo's got for me. And I was telling my wife, I'm going to tell the Mean Joe Green story. She wants the Mean Joe Green story. And I told her, and I said, she had no idea. I'm like, Coca-Cola commercial, 60 cents, nothing. But anyways, that's it. That's how everybody knows Mean Joe Green.
All right. Question number 7. Show a card worth a lot more than when you bought it.
Only because, like this card has popped up more and more. Like this set has popped up more and more. I'm not sure, but I paid $1,500 for this Mathewson, this Brenner's Bread Mathewson.
Can you bring it a little bit closer?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, and now it's trimmed at the bottom. It's got a weird trimming thing. I paid $1,500. Let me tell you, this card's got to be worth more than $1,500. Not that it's being sold anytime soon. It's just got to be worth more. Thing's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at that.
Wow. That thing is.
By the way, give me every one of these at $1,500. Every one of them, like everyone.
That is
nobody can buy it ever, but it's gonna go to my son Jackson. But
awesome. I love it.
Has to be worth more.
All right. So the question number 8 is show cards from your favorite set.
Favorite set. So I grabbed a couple sets. People love cards, so the more cards I grab, the better. I think E90 is just beautiful. E90 really beautiful. All the greats are in that one. Where is it? Right here. Oh, here. So my Eddie Plank E90, really gorgeous. I love this set. Now I don't have these guys in E90s yet, but I have the image of a different card. So like the E106 speaker, it's the same image. Like I love that image. Another example is the E102 Mathewson, same image in the E90. Beautiful, beautiful. One more, I think. Yeah, E90 Joss, just
wow.
Absolute. I love that set. So pretty. So yeah, I think E90.
That's awesome. Yeah, a great.
Oh, one other set. I have these right here. I want to show them. Sorry. Real, not a common set, but they're really good looking cards. And I like these sets. Talk about undergraded. These cards are undergraded. Speaker and Collins from Oxford Confectionery. They're just beautiful. They look packed fresh. They're both 1.5, but they're beautiful cards. Cool set. This card's really cool. You see the White Sox logo, the Black Sox logo right there. Really cool.
That is cool. It seems like you just from watching you on Jake's channel and whatnot, it feels like you really appreciate the pre-war cards even more than the golden era cards.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the rarity, the artwork, man. The artwork. They don't put any effort into these cards anymore. The 50s and 60s, the 50s was some good stuff, 55, 56.
Yeah.
The Bowmans obviously stick out. But yeah, I mean, the Gaudi's, the T206s, the E90s. I mean, geez, they're just beautiful. They're beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool. And how, if you don't mind saying, how old are you, Matt?
Yeah, so you said new up and coming young dealer, 39. I guess in our space, 39 is a young dealer, but
for vintage.
For vintage, yeah, but you got those guys, Ballpark Memories. He's a kid. Garrett's a kid. JB Cards, I don't know him. He's a kid. A lot of kids. Henry Reynolds is a younger guy. I think he's younger than me. But yeah, I guess up and coming younger dealer.
So I turned 39 in 20 days. So
nice. Happy birthday.
Yeah. So thanks.
You got killed for Christmas. You poor kid. That sucks.
Yeah, I know. It's horrible.
That's awful.
Yeah, it was the worst.
How many brothers and sisters? Only child? What do you got?
No, I have a sister. Why do I seem like I have an only child syndrome?
You're a real about me, selfish kind of guy. Or,
There you go.
Cousin Paulie comes on my show. Just wouldn't have me on you. I'm gonna have you on. It's been 6 months.
I know. It's Thanksgiving. I was thinking, families get together and they don't always see eye to eye, but they get together. And I was thinking, man,
I'll tell you what, there's nobody better than that than Matt from Providence. I'll tell you how I feel.
I need to apologize to Matt for not having him on sooner because I said I'd have you on after the national. I didn't, so I apologize for that, Matt.
I was watching that intro. I don't watch your channel at all, honestly, but but I was watching that intro and it says, four collectors. Like, I'm a collector dealer. Like, people love that I collect so strong. You think you'd have me on, but
Yeah,
next
no.
question.
Drop the ball. Look, you know what? The next question 9 was about the autograph, but I'm going to give people both a question here. Do you remember the most expensive card you've sold as a dealer? No?
Who cares? Who cares? Because I might have sold, but I might have flipped like a chrome auto of some junk bum nobody ever heard of.
Like, are we talking like a $30,000 card?
No. Under like 7,500, 8,500, something like that. But somewhere between 6 and 8, I remember.
Okay.
No big. A few of those, no big deal. Again, I'm a young dealer on my way up, so.
Well, it's also based on years, right? Like, what'd you start? 2022, I think. 2022.
21. 21. No, 21.
21. Okay.
21.
All right. Question number 10. The lowest pop card in your collection, and what's your thoughts on the pop reports?
Pop reports. Do we swear on this channel?
I
don't think I've sworn yet, so you're in good shape. I won't, but pop reports are aggravating. Even for vintage, it's real aggravating. So I grabbed these. This one's super low pop. I think it's the only PSA. It's trimmed like ridiculously. But it's 1928 star player candy Eddie Collins. As far as I know, this is the only one in a PSA holder, but there's like 4 in SGC holders. And this thing's annihilated. Super low pop though. And then I have these.
Okay.
Now the pop report says I have the only 2.
Oh.
And then
PSA 10.
2 days ago, SGC 10. There's PSA 10s, but I have the only 2 SGC 10s, whatever that means. But then I see on Instagram the other day some the kid JB Cards he posted. He's got a 10 red. It comes from Knapp's family collection. By the way, Knapp's family down the street from me. I don't know how this kid across the country ended up with Knapp's family collection. But anyways, he's got Knapp's. He's got a 10. Like, did he just grade it? What happened? If it's from Knapp's family collection, I don't understand. So these pop reports are all messed up. I'm telling you right now. They're all messed up because the crackouts, the resubs, and SGC's pop report, I just think they do a bad job.
Oh, yeah.
I just think they do a bad job. That's all.
Yeah. There's so many cards that have like double listing. Like I see it all the time. Like hand cut Clemente, and it doesn't say hand cut, but it's a hand cut card. So I have to add them both. It's like you guys do a very poor job at these pop reports.
There's a lot more of those in sets and hand cuts from the late teens and 20s. You'll see there's Cobb has 3 listed on the PSA. There's 3 different Cobbs. It's all the same card.
Wow.
So one says hand cut in parentheses. One says hand cut, no parentheses. One says no hand cut. But they're all the same card.
Right.
And good luck figuring out if that's accurate. Those go there. That go. Yeah.
Okay. So Matt, to finish up this interview, it's Thanksgiving. We're all thankful for so much. I was moved the first time I met you at the National. You were very open and honest. Like I said, being the first time I met you, were very open and honest about you losing weight and how important it was to your life. Are you willing to like share a little bit about that? And I just, like I said, I thought it was a really, really cool story.
Yeah, sure. I was very heavy before, and my wife and we got pregnant. We had our baby Jackson, and I always wanted to be a dad. It's the only thing I ever wanted to be my whole life. Didn't want to be a doctor, didn't want to be a lawyer. I just wanted to be a dad with a picket fence. I had the picket fence. I was just waiting for the kid. And Jackson came, and I said, all right, we got this. Now we got to figure out how to make it last. So I had to lose weight. I wasn't going to make it past 50. So when I decided to have the weight loss surgery. Over my lifetime, gain weight, lose weight, can't keep it off, put it back on. And just for me, it felt like the surgery was going to be the only option, or my best option. And I decided to do that. And day of the surgery, I was 428.4 pounds. I'll never forget that number, 428.4. And today I'm about 230 pounds. I'm down almost 200 pounds. It changed my life for the better, obviously. I wake up, feel good every day. It's great. Run around, play around, roll around, plan on being around for my son. So Yeah, it's okay. You asked that question. Yeah.
That's great. I appreciate you sharing that. So that's it, guys. Maybe I'll have Matt back on if he wants to come back on. I thought this was awesome to do something like this for Thanksgiving, but you got the last word, Matt.
Well, thank you for having me on, and nice reminders you gave me today to be thankful for. My relationship with my grandfather, that was nice. Thank you for asking me that question. And a lot of questions you ask will involve my son because I collect a lot of cards just for him. Thankful for friends, family, and baseball cards.
Amen. All right, guys. Thank you to Matt. Thank you to you guys that took time out of your day to watch this. We will see you guys on the next one.
Oh, love my hobby. Keep collecting baseball cards.
But hey, we want to keep the lights on here at Four Collectors Studios, so hit the like button for us, guys.
So thanks everybody for coming, and we'll see you next time on Four Collectors.
All right, guys, have a great rest of your night. Subscribe to the Four Collectors channel if you haven't done so yet, and see you soon.
All right, guys. Clemente Collector has said we hit a grand slam, so that makes me feel good.